Passion our purpose, profit our pain. I don't want my name to ever be in vain. A life full of substance is the only thing that will remain the same. Millennial thoughts. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Millennial Thoughts. As you all can see, if you're watching it on YouTube, we do have another guest. So I'm so excited to announce, the new co-host for the season. Her name is Michaela. My I said Mike. I said it wrong. Oop, Michaela. I don't know why I said Michaela and I said it right, but it's okay. Michaela, welcome her to the Millennial Thoughts podcast.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here. Yes, it is your girl, Michaela Monique. You may know me from TikTok or Instagram, but I am an advocate for millennials winning in this space, and I'm so happy to be on this podcast.
Yes, we are so excited to have you. And today, it's still February, so it's still love month. Valentine's Day just passed, but people still want to feel the love and stuff like that. So we thought it'd be cool to talk about self-love, how to love yourself more. But before we get into the topic, we got to do the affirmation. And since it's Black History Month, I got to share a Black history event that happened today. This one is kind of sad, but you should still know it. So today, on February 21st, 1965, human rights leader and our shining manhood, Malcolm X, was assassinated in New York. That is so sad, but that is something that you all should know. And if you do not know who Malcolm X is, you should go and look him up and research who he is. Okay. So yes, I just wanted to share that with you. And while also I'm looking at it, this calendar is called 2022 Black 365 calendar. It's called Black 365. It is Black owned, clearly, and it gives you different facts for every single day. And in here, while we're talking about self-love and stuff like that today, I thought it was interesting because it says habits to create this month is to only speak positive words about yourself. And I think that is one way that you can love yourself more, just speaking positive about yourself and loving who you are. Okay. And then making a list of things that you are grateful for, making a list of things that you like about yourself can also help you. So if you can repeat the affirmation after me, if you're in your car, if you're at work, you just need to say something. This is the affirmation that I tell my students. Not every month. I do different affirmations every month for my students, but this one is the one that I did this month for my students. And it is, I radiate beauty, charm, and grace. Love yourself. And you just think about J. Cole because he has that love yourself, girl, or something like that, that rap. So that's the affirmation and that is the quote. So I am excited to get into, just like talking about loving yourself and how we can love ourselves better. So I'll let you go with your first suggestion.
Of course. So, when I think about self-love, it's been a long journey. And I think self-love is one of those things that we never actually master. It's something that we have to continuously work on doing because as we're putting our energy out into other things, our work, our career, our like everything, we have to remember to pour love into ourselves because we pour so much into other people and other things. So, that's always been like a touchy subject for me, but growing and maturing is something I realize is pretty inevitable, that we have to prioritize. So I guess the first thing I would say, and I've learned now crossing over as a millennial into 25 years old, is really taking the time to prioritize self-care and not feeling bad about it. Like saying, hey, Sundays are mine. I'm going to do a hot bath. I'm not going to do any chores. I'm not going to see anybody. I'm not going to talk to anybody if I don't want to. And because we need to recharge. So self-care definitely has been priority. What do you think?
Okay, so I think on the self-care thing, I chose to say like self-love. And so within self-love, that can be, I would say, that can be self-care, like loving yourself, taking time out for yourself. And I would say that I would use like affirmations for self-love, like reassuring myself, because so many times people are trying to look for reassurance in other people, and it's like, no, like you need to reassure yourself. So even if it's like words of affirmation and stuff like that, like write them down, read them, and just, like keep them in your mind, recite them, and just hold that to you when you feel like, when you're feeling like you are down and out and you don't really know what you want to do or don't know how to feel about certain things. Just like keeping affirmation words and stuff like that, like to know and to remember who you are, I think is really good for self-love.
Definitely. I feel like the words we tell ourselves, it's like it'll make or break us,
Mm-hmm.
because especially in the age of social media and comparison, we're constantly like, comparing so many different parts of our life. And we have to remember to like be our own cheerleader.
Yes,
We
definitely.
cheer so many people on. You scroll on Instagram, you like, yes, congratulations. But it's like, when's the last time you told yourself congratulations
Mm-hmm.
for something? So
Yeah,
yeah, that's
I
super
can't think
important.
I'm good at that for myself, but I can't be.
You
I
you
don't want to
clap it up every
say I'm
time.
good. I think, yeah, I'm good. Like I know, not trying to be like considerate, but like it's like I know I'm bombed to a certain extent. Not that I'm always bombed, but it's like I don't know if you watch Love is Blind, but like we're talking about Love is Blind now, like me and my friends or whatever, and we're watching the show, and like people in general, not just even on the show, but people self-sabotage themselves, and like that really makes me so like frustrated, because it's like if you don't like something, you can change it, you always know that. So it's like, why is there so much self-sabotaging? Like lift yourself up, like, okay, you don't like your hair, change your hair. Like, why are you self-sabotaging? And I think maybe because maybe I don't know if I did that when I was younger or not, but it's like, no, I can change what I want to change by myself. I can do what I want to do by myself. So I'm just like,
Mhm.
no, like I am bummed. Like, no, I am good. Like I did do this. Like, I think I would say I'm better with like my accomplishments. Like if I know I accomplished that, like I know I did that. Like
Right.
I know I did this. This is good. That's good. So it's like being more proud of yourself. It's like I don't like sit and be like, oh my gosh, I'm proud of myself. But I'd be like, if I did all my work that day, if all my work got finished, I'm treating myself. So like that's how I do it. So I just feel like, again, with social media, like I do feel like when social media kind of started, it wasn't as much comparison. But when I kind of got older and got into the content creation, it was more comparison. So it was kind of hard. I'm
Mhm.
like, I gotta unfollow these things or quit doing this, because like I can't keep comparing my life to people, and like I don't really know what they're going through and what's happening. So it was just like I had to stop that, and like kind of that is like self-sabotage. She was like, oh my gosh, why can't I do this? Oh my gosh, why can't I do that? But at the end of the day, people don't have the same resources as you. You don't have the same
Mhm.
resources as them. You don't have the same money and just the same living. So it's just like at the
Right.
end of the day, like you gotta kind of quit comparing yourself, because everybody isn't in the same circumstances. So that.
Yeah, and you don't know what people go through to get some of the things that they want. I mean, it could be unethical. They could have a lack of integrity. Not
Mhm,
to really go the negative route, but just being honest and saying, okay, you see this person got a brand new car, but like, what did they do to get it? Like, okay, was
mhm.
it a I'm not gonna put any names out there.
Ma'am.
What was it, a CCC loan?
Okay.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like
Not the PPP loan. I'm crying. Not the
you know what
loan.
I'm saying? So it's you really never know. We just see the highlights. So it's super important to like be your biggest fan. Like nobody's gonna cheer you on like you're gonna cheer yourself. It's
Yeah.
just not gonna happen.
hmm yeah, I definitely think that. And that goes into my like second one, kind of. So like self-love affirmations. And then my second one is solo days. So it's like spending time with yourself, having fun with yourself, and enjoying your own company. And I kind of pledged that I wanted to do more solo dates this year, but the money kind of looking funny, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But I used to do it like when I was in grad school. Not that I was like, and I wasn't even really nervous. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go here. Like I didn't have that many friends. So I was like, I'm gonna go out or whatever. And I don't think, looking back, I thought it was kind of weird. I'm like, oh yeah, soul dates. Like I was just like, I'm going out to eat. I wouldn't call it that or whatever. But I'm just like, I'm going out to eat. Like it's a Friday night. I'm bored. I want to do something or whatever. So I'm trying to incorporate that back in. But it's just like I do spend a lot of time with myself, so I don't really like to go out by myself. but also it's like, okay, like I know I can spend time by myself. My solo days be at the grocery store. I'll be putting in my podcast and I just be grocery shopping for my day. Like
That's
I
a
feel like I get
vibe.
solo days all the time. Like I could always pop in the podcast, just grocery shopping, stuff like that. So I feel like solo days are important because it's like truly, if you don't want to spend time with yourself, then why would other people want to spend time with themselves? And I actually enjoy myself, but I'm like, okay, I don't want to be enjoying myself all the time by myself, but I pretty much enjoy myself. So I would say if you have not tried to do it, you could do a solo date. People are talking about it on YouTube, all over on YouTube. This girl does it. So yeah, I would do that. Even if you take yourself to the movies, even if you don't go out to eat, or even if you go to Barnes and Noble and read a book, just like spending like some time with yourself and just like having that company, that solace, that peace, you know.
There's a piece of going out to eat by yourself, like
Mm-hmm.
not having to talk to someone. Me, I would take myself out to eat somewhere. It could be Chipotle. It don't even have to be anything too fancy. But I'll go set my little phone up, my AirPods, watch some YouTube videos, like just kind of chill and just
YouTube on,
be
you ain't gotta worry about
by.
nobody. Okay. You ain't gotta worry about you ain't gotta worry about nobody being late. You ain't gotta worry about
The
waiting for
vibes
nobody.
and keeping the conversation going. Like it is super important for us to spend time with ourselves and get to know ourselves. Like, how you gonna know what you like and you don't like if you're always in the presence of other people? That's sort of a form of peer pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely spend time with yourself. Like you're never gonna know what you actually like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. What's your second one?
So the second one I have, and I guess it's getting a little deep, but I feel like another form of self-love is addressing like the toxic traits that you may have, some things you may not like about yourself. And now I feel like it's getting a little more normalized to go to counseling and go to therapy. Like maybe 10 years ago, it was like a girl, you going to counseling? What's wrong with you? But
Mm-hmm.
now, it's heavily advertised. We have apps, we have digital versions of therapy, and it's way more accessible. And like you were saying earlier, with addressing like certain things you don't like about yourself, you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to be that person. Like if you say I'm a lazy person and you've always been a lazy person and now you want to go to therapy and address it, like you don't have to be that person anymore. You can talk about it and figure out ways to unlearn habits and behaviors of like traits that you hate about yourself. So I think that's an awesome way of showing self-love, especially I believe before like maybe getting with a partner or have bringing a child into the world, like addressing any traumas that happen to you, anything that you just not sitting well with you that you're holding on to. That is a form of self-love because it allows you to move on and develop healthier habits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that one. That one's good. Yeah, it's just like so much stuff that's going on, so much in the world is going on. So I definitely agree with that one. Like you do not have to stay the same. You do not like, yeah, like this year, I don't know how well it's working, but I'm like, okay, I don't want to be like as messy anymore, but it's not like really messy. It's just like I have a lot of stuff. Like I'll be having so much stuff, and I'm like, okay, I want to be able to like be like, create more space, like clear mind. They say like however you go about your day, your life, whatever, it's like shows in your lifestyle or something like that. So I'm like, okay, let me not just have so much clutter, but it's just like I'll be having clothes and I don't be having enough space, I'm like, okay, let me try to work on that, you know what I'm saying? Let me try to get rid of some stuff. Okay, because I'm trying to move. So I'm like, let me get rid of some stuff now, and then it's just like it can be at a piece. Like I don't have so much stuff to carry with me. You don't have so much baggage with you. You can just go and live free because I want to be able to live free. Okay. So I agree with that one. Yeah, so my third one actually
Mm-hmm.
is something that I talked about on the podcast last week, I think, or on my YouTube channel. I went live and I talked about Girls at Pure Life, the best water.
They changed the label.
They did
Okay,
change the label, but my
it
bad.
threw me off.
Pure Life, yeah. But I was like, is there more water up in here? Thank you. But love languages, so knowing your love language, knowing how you want to be loved is really good to love yourself better in relationships, but also like with you too as well. So I retook the test actually, and I got words of affirmation and I got quality time because I went to this Black Love event. I was like, people don't like to spend that much time. So like mine kind of changed. So I was doing acts of service and words of affirmation, which I still think I do like acts of service. I retook it again. And so it's like words of affirmation and quality time are really important to me. And knowing that like that's how I give love is like spending time with people. Oh, I talked about this on Instagram, but I think it didn't get deleted. It's still on there, so y'all can go watch it on Instagram, Alicia's Adventures. But I talked about like spending time with people, but I feel like nowadays in this generation, no shade to like spending time with yourself, but I feel like it's also a condition in like, well, I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody. So it's like people don't really want to spend that much time with themselves, and they feel good just like spending time alone because you do get that peace and stuff like that. But then I feel like it's a lack of like not friendships, but it's kind of a lack of like companionship, and not even like relationship wise, like friendship wise, because so many people are comfortable like being by themselves, so it's like it's hard to really get that quality time and spend. It's like so many distractions and stuff like that, but it's like I do value that time, and I value words of affirmation too, but I know I value access service. And so knowing that it's like, okay, even if I'm looking for a partner, it's like, well, can you give me this? But also like, let me show you this. Like, okay, I spend time with people. That's how they know that's my love language. I know I like that back. If you too busy for me, like it's really cut off. People like, you don't want somebody busy. No, because that's not going to work well for me. Like, oh, no. And then y'all complain about it because the men be working too much. Well, I don't want my man to be working too much, because if he working so much, then why am I with him? Not saying it like that, but like if I not want to spend time with a man, like what's the point of having a man who you can't spend time with, man or woman? Like if your quality time is if you are a man and that's your quality time, why would you want a woman to be working all the time to hang out with her? That's why I was like, I would never want a doctor because he don't call too dang much. Like, no, I would
driver.
I wouldn't
Someone
want
that's going for about a month.
Well, unless I'm in the car, the truck driver and I ain't got work, I could, ride with them, because these dudes be on here on Instagram. Right. I'm going here. Well, let me get in the car with you. But I'm just like, there's just certain things, and so it's like, no, I wouldn't want my man to be so busy. I'm not saying that I want him to be broke either. Okay, them are not some whatever that word is. I'm not saying I need them to be broke. I don't need to be too busy, but it's like knowing that. So it's like when I look for somebody, when I want to be with somebody, I'm looking for, okay, will they give me quality time? Are they words of affirmation or something like that? Or like even myself, like how I was saying, like I spend so much time with myself. That's how I know myself for real. That's how I know I give love. So like, okay, does this person know that I love them because I show them quality, or I give them quality time? They may not be receptive of that, but like when they know that could be my like love language, and they're probably like, oh, okay, like we cool, like it's good, like this is how I give and show love and stuff like that. So I think that one's really important. There's like an apology one. I seen that one too.
That's new.
Test. Yeah, it is new. And I took that test and it was like change behavior. And I'm like, period. Don't be keep saying you sorry and you ain't changing nothing what you're doing. Okay. But yeah, and even knowing that. So like if y'all want to take that, it's called The 5 Love Languages, and you can go on there. There's a book. I think his name was like Gary Chapman, but don't
Gary something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, something. There's a book. And I learned about this like in college, but you can go take the test and you can go see what your love language is and let us know if you go and take it. It'll be in the description and you can go and click the link. Come back and let us know what your love language is. Do you know what your love language is?
Yes. So we're the same with words of affirmation. I'm a big sucker for like cards and letters, and tell me the same like sweet nothings that you told me last week. Like, I don't care, repackage it and say it again. Another one is gifts. And I hate to say that's one of my love languages because I feel like it's so vain, like buy me something, but it doesn't have to be like that. It could be something somebody made. And then lastly, quality time. Yeah. I'm definitely I feel like, oh, you don't want to see me, you don't want to talk to me, you don't like me.
What is we doing, right? You like me, you're not showing me that you want to be around me. What is the point?
Exactly.
And to your first point, I'm really surprised that words of affirmation is mine. But I guess growing up, like they do say something like you don't hear it that much, but I didn't think about it. But I mean, who doesn't really like people say nice things to them? True. But also I'm surprised mine is words of affirmation because I'm so much of like, no, you got to do it. Like, I got to see it. Like you telling me like, oh, this is nice. Or I mean like, oh, I like this, or oh, I like that. That's cool. So I guess I got to read, like, I don't know, like train my mind. But I'm like, I'm really surprised I'm a words of affirmation person because hearing nice things is cool, but I'm not seeing no action behind it. But then that could be like, well, there is no action. It's just like, they're just saying like, they like what you do and they see you or something like that. So that's interesting. And with the gifts one, I feel like men do say crazy things about like, oh, she just wants gifts. Like nobody said that just because you like gifts that's materialistic, but it is kind of like the thought. They're like, oh, you're thinking of me like you bought that thing. And that's why I hope my man's ain't gift, because I'm sorry, I ain't thinking about you when I'm shopping. I'm thinking about myself. Because the stuff is already expensive. I can't be buying that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just playing. But like it's not that it's like so materialistic. It's all the love languages is just like showing you or showing the person that you love them, thinking about them, giving them something, doing something for them. Like it's just about how you are shown love. I'm not a gifts person, but don't think that I wouldn't be asking for no gifts for like Christmas and my birthdays and stuff like that. Like that's not my love language, but it's not saying that I wouldn't accept a gift.
Right.
So, you know, I think that's something that people like get into, like, oh, materialistic, or like, oh, like they don't, people said that they don't mean anything, but some people do say that they mean something. I was having that conversation on Instagram, like, what if your partner shows love differently and then you show love different, like how you compromise that? I'm like, do you think it will work if y'all have different love languages? Someone was saying, yeah, then other people were saying that it was kind of hard though too, because like that other person may not feel love because like it's the way you're showing it to them. So
yeah, it definitely takes work. And I think, okay, so I feel like if the man is focused on loving his woman by her top love languages and she's focused on loving him by his top love languages, then they're both satisfied and they feel loved. As long as they focus on what, like, okay, we're talking about monogamy. If we have one partner and all we have to do is focus on how to make sure that one person feels loved by the way that they prefer it, like we're good. And then if we're in a healthy relationship and the other person's focused on us, then it's like equal. I mean, the only times when it's probably off is if it's not equal, if it's not being reciprocated. But as long as you're taking care of your partner and they're taking care of you, like you should be good. I will say, since I love gifts, I like to buy gifts, but my partner may not like gifts. So, I mean, I'm kind of wasting my money there, but so it's important to really just focus on what the other person wants, and then they're going to in turn take care of you. So then you don't have to really worry about both. You just focus on like the love that you're giving to them and make sure that it's the way that they perceive it. Because the worst thing is, hey, I bought you a Birkin and all she wanted was for you to spend time. That's the worst.
Yeah, that's why I think like it's like, okay, this is how I want to give love. It's like, how do you show love? But it's like, oh well, you kind of got to show them love, like how they want to receive love. And that could be kind of hard because it's like the dudes love physical touch for some reason, but like if you're not a physical person, like a physical touch person, it's like, dang, it's like you got to do extra, or like you got to go out of the box, like out of your comfort zone, I would say, to show them that you love them through physical touch, when that's not really like your normal, I guess, day to day, to be like touching and rubbing and feeling or
right.
whatever. So
you'd be like, get off of me.
yeah, okay. You'd be like, what do you want? So yeah, I think that was interesting. But yeah, that was my it was kind of a tangent, but that was my last one. But love languages and loving yourself. And even if you have a partner, like you can teach them how to love you better. So that was my third one. What's your third one?
My final tip as far as self-love is keeping the promises that you make to yourself. And I mean, I'll say I've struggled with this one for a while. But I'm learning like there's a certain level of trust that you have when let's say you set out and you say, I'm going to, I don't know, start a YouTube channel and produce a video every single week. There's a certain level of trust that happens when you actually post a video every single week and you finish the year off strong versus you completely fall off and like stop doing what you told yourself that you were going to do. Because at the end of the year, then you're looking at yourself like, I'm not even trustworthy to myself. Like, so then it leads to less self-love because you're not upholding the promises that you told yourself that you were going to do. So I think that's super important, and like not taking on too much that you can't follow through with, because in the end, it's going to make you feel worse because you didn't actually accomplish it or you didn't follow through. So I think that's super important. It's really short. I don't know if you want to add to it, but keeping the promises that you make to yourself.
No, I like that. Oh, I like that because it's just like, if I'm promising myself something, if I tell like myself that I love myself, I should be able to keep these promises and I should be able to make that happen. So it's like, if I can't even keep the promises to myself, what makes you think I can keep the promises to anything else I do? And I also believe like you are your word. So if you're going to keep your promise to yourself, you might as well show up for yourself, because who else is going to show up for you? So if you want that YouTube channel, you're going to have to show up yourself to put that YouTube channel up there. So it's like, if you can make a promise to yourself, if you can uphold your promise to yourself, prove to yourself that you can do it, then what else can't you do like in the world? So I think that's
Exactly.
really important. And to know it's like, no, I'm keeping this promise to myself because I want to show that I can do it, prove to myself that I can do it. And all I have is my word at the end of the day. That's what anybody has, is their word. Like,
Right.
that's all you have is your word. So step up to the plate and give yourself what you promise yourself. That's how I feel.
Exactly.
So yeah, do you have any lingering, you feel like you have any lingering,
About self-love.
yeah, like self-love things that you didn't put out there already?
I just think it's important. And I'll say, okay, maybe since I was like 20 or 21 years old, when I first kind of was on my own, I, would take Sundays and I would do my face mask and, take time out and really just feed my brain and just go for a workout or something. And then somewhere within like the last 3 years in my life, specifically, just me getting vulnerable, like I completely negated self-love. Like I didn't do those things for myself. I was work, 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 career. How am I going to scale this? How am I going to scale that? Like, and I kind of neglected my self-love and my self-care. And in turn, like everything else was just kind of falling apart. So I've been very intentional in 2022 of making sure that that's a priority, so that like I can actually perform well in all the other stuff that I want to do. I feel like when you neglect yourself, like it's really hard for you to actually show up and do the things that you're supposed to do and feel good about it. I don't know. What has your experience been?
Yeah, I honestly, to be truthful, I didn't really know if that I was practicing self-love, but like know my love language, words of affirmation, or even going on solo days. So I learned more about self-love through self-care. But I feel like I do self-care because one thing I don't play about my nails. Yeah, I got them pink on Valentine's Day. Like, I don't play about getting my nails done. I don't play about getting my hair done, and I don't play about getting like traveling. So like, I feel like my self-care is my self-love. Like, I love to travel, so I'm going to travel with you or
Right.
without you. You know, I love getting my nails done, and that's kind of like my like self-love too. Because I mean, I go get my nails done by myself all the time and stuff like that. Go get my hair done. So it's like when I feel cute and I look cute, like I love myself, like I'm cute. So, I feel like that is like my progression with like from self-care to self-love. And I feel like I do want to love myself more with like putting the soul dates in there, just you just like living and like dating myself, like just to know, I guess, like, let me try this, let me try that, let me see what I can do with that. So that would be my experience when it comes to like practicing self-love, but it's like through my self-care. I want to add like facials, because I want my face to be popping. So like that's self-care, but that's showing like love to my face. And it's like giving this time to just like decompress. Nothing is literally on me. I can't see nothing, like my eyes is closed, just giving that solace and that peace of mind. So
Okay, the last little bit for self-love and self-care for me, being a content creator, is like having at least one day out the week where I don't scroll on social media. Like just like unplugging from that world, because they could be a lot sometimes on your mental, and just keeping up with what's going on. And just every way that the algorithm is trying to take you as soon as you open the app. Like I do try to just give myself at least one day where, okay, I don't have to post anything on my stories. I don't have to like engage anywhere. Just spend time away so that I can recoup and be recharged for the next week. So that's my last little tidbit.
Okay, yeah, I don't unplug, but baby, let me tell you, I don't create that content for that Instagram. I don't be creating content for that Instagram. I'm just now back starting creating it. But I did take like a week off, and it like felt good. Like in December, I took like a week off or two because I was just like, I'm going hard in this paint, and there's too much going on. So I don't really take a day off of like scrolling, but I would not say that I don't post every day. And I would say though, like stories is fun to me. So it's kind of more just like, oh, it's fun. Like I just do stories versus me like literally before I was talking to you, taking almost an hour to create a graphic to post. Like that stuff is tedious and that's annoying. But like my stories where I can show up and just have fun and don't really have to worry about an algorithm, like being a content creator, that's fun to me. That's engaging to me. But yeah, being a content creator, like it's really kind of hard to find that balance. But that's why I be like, I am over this. Like I'm just gonna do what I can and just figure it out as I go, because it's so hard to figure out like the next steps and where you want to go and what you want to do within content creation, and like trying to beat the algorithm, trying to grow followers and all that stuff like that. Like it's just too much.
I think the fact that you say that stories is fun for you and it's easy is because you're like showing your real authentic self. Like it sounds like you don't plan your stories, you just roll with the punches. If you pick up the camera and you talk one day, if you show them what you're eating the next day, like it just is what it is. And I think I have gotten myself trapped in the whole like I have to give value on my stories. Like they've got to learn something and they got to be inspired. And it's taken the fun out of it. It's
Mhm.
been like, oh my gosh. And then eventually I just post nothing. So hearing you say that, like, I want to definitely be more just authentic. Like, I don't care. Like, if I want to share it, share it. Don't worry about what anybody is going to put together and, oh my gosh, you're all
Mhm.
over the place. Like, no, this is my life. My
Yeah.
life is all over the place.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Like that value word, let me tell you, that value word is a trigger to me and it's annoying. Okay, that I cannot stand that value word. And yes, but I still feel like I add value without adding value, because it's like you're coming into my world. Like I know people watch my stories, of course, when I see the views, but when people talk about me, like this girl's like, I love your car karaoke. Like I be singing in my car on my way to work. Like I'll try to be like an influencer. I'll be like, today I am eating, like I just do like fun stuff there. Like I share, I promote. And so like it's kind of like the way, and people are going to see it because people do click on stories more. Like there's really no algorithm to beat, because like if they follow
True.
you, they're seeing it. So I feel like with my stories, I can be more personable. I don't have to be like all dressed up and dolled up. And I don't even think you really have to do that anymore. But in a sense, like it's just be me being my authentic self. And people commented on my stories. Like I posted something today, like people are commenting on there, asking
Mhm.
questions. Are they like looking at it if I like post something engaging, or if I share something? And it's just like day-to-day life. Like I'll do like, travel or something like that. I'm like, okay, come with me here. Like, and I don't have to curate it. So like
Right.
this and that to put it on like my feed. Like it doesn't have to be curated on my story, because of course it's leaving in 24 hours anyways. So I just take it like that. I used to not do stories at all, but then I just kind of just like ran with it and just was like, I'm just doing whatever. Okay, y'all gonna see like me get dressed to go to a show, y'all gonna see behind the scenes of this and that, and it's just like I'm just gonna see what people are liking, and like that's what I'm gonna keep posting.
Or I see the smoothies you be making in the morning time.
Yes, okay, so
Yes.
I'm trying. Yeah, so like my dad's like, oh, I can't do that now. That stuff is a lot of work, okay? But that's why I just be talking, because I be like, whoa, this camera right here, boom right here, boom right here, that'd be a lot of work for you, girl. So but yeah, I just do fun stuff, because I'm just like, I don't want people to think like I'm just like, oh my goodness, like content creation, I gotta do this, gotta do that. It's just like, no, like I'm doing it for the fun of it. I'm doing it for the people and stuff like that. I like to share, so that's what I do. You
You
know.
have inspired me because I definitely want to take a page from that book and just be free. Like, and
Yes.
I think it was really this last year where in the business mindset, everybody became content creators. And it was so weird to me. I know
Mhm.
this episode isn't about content creation, so I'm gonna wrap it up. But um everybody's creating content now. And even
Yes.
people that were not doing that before, like, okay, you were a hairstylist, but now you're a content creator and hairstylist. And
Mhm.
so things have been kind of weird. And there's been this push of like, you need 15 stories a day. And you do
Yes.
this, and you got to post 2 times on here, and you got to go live. You got to do this, and you got to do that. And it just literally sucks the life because you're always trying to figure out, okay, well, what the heck am I going to share for
Yes.
15 stories? Like, what? So I want to throw all
That's
that in the
why
trash.
I had to can't follow stuff like do this, do this, do that. And then I feel like you will see it, because I'm going right now. I'm like, I am trying to build my Instagram up. So now I'm trying to like go through and see who's not on there, who's not on there. There was a lot of content creators in 2020 that was doing it. They not doing it no more. So you're going to see the shift of people being bored. But now when outside goes back, when the pandemic comes back, like they ain't going to be there no more. Nobody's going to be on social media. They're going to be outside so much that it's not even going to be it. So it's like, who is the real content creators? And I'm not going to lie, that frustrated me because I'm like, I had my podcast since 2018. I had my YouTube since 2019.
YouTube. Yep.
And so it's like, okay, y'all coming up with content. Y'all just doing some TikToks. Like y'all don't even really create content like that. No shade to TikToks because I like TikToks. So I'm not shading it. Like, but on Instagram it's cringy. The dancing is cringy on Instagram. I'm just saying that it's cringy when they try to like make it like, okay, dance, but you know, to add value. It's like, let people just have fun with stuff. Like you don't have to always be creating to like teach something. Like you don't always have to teach something. And so I feel like now it's the pressure because everybody's seeing content creation is whatever, but it's gonna die down. It's gonna go back as soon as like the world opened up and stuff like that. People gonna see how hard it is and everything. And they're gonna be like, okay, I don't want to do it.
Oh, baby, it's hard. Like you say, you've been on YouTube since 2018. I think I started my channel December 2017. And I just remember like crying over this channel, like editing, tears, watching tutorials, constantly like, okay, recording and losing the footage. Like, so the people that actually love to create just to create, they're going to be around. And then everyone else, I mean, yeah, it's probably going to be a phase.
So. It definitely is. Like, talk about cap lock hard. It's hard. I got this new computer. I'm trying to edit. I'm trying to like, how do you do this? It was not this hard when I had my other computer. So yeah, I think it's going to trickle and it's going to go down, but that is frustrating. You see people like doing TikToks. And I know you do TikToks, so I'm not like shading it, but it's like they do one TikTok, they get 15,000 followers. It's like, what? They just dance. Like, they just did choreography.
Or sometimes they do absolutely nothing and get 1 million views. And we have no control over that algorithm. And I'm not offended. I do enjoy TikTok, but I have also been like side-eyeing this whole, like everybody's a content creator. Cause I'm like, whoa. Like, none of y'all want to be content creators. And it's just, yeah, it's a trend right now.
Yeah, and that's what's annoying too. And that's the whole thing about entrepreneurship. Everything was entrepreneur. So I'm like, everybody's doing these rat races. Like everybody want to be entrepreneur. Okay, the content creation. Then they put it all together. It's like, you're not a content creator just because you're an entrepreneur. You're not an entrepreneur just because you're a content creator. Like, and I really say I'm a content creator. And I say I'm a content creator because now it's like, okay, I'm an influencer. Like, you are not an influencer. Like, I don't think I'm an influencer. I think I'm an inspiration. Hence, I don't think I'm an influencer. But I'm just like, everybody wants to be like an influencer. This is that. It's just like, what have you done to even influence anything? I feel like content creators go into influencers, and that's fine. That's the latter. But like, you just kind of like, you an influencer? Like, no, like you ain't even did a YouTube video. The people who be having YouTube videos got 1,000 subscribers. I don't have one video. What? Yeah. I be confused. So yeah, this is a little rant, y'all know, but still, I'm just like, I be confused. So you just got to give yourself grace in those times. Just give yourself grace. So yes. So I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. After the ending of the love to content creation, things that are annoying, but it's okay. But I want to leave you with some words of wisdom. As we leave, it says, there is no greater gift you can give yourself than to love freely and with your whole heart. This is from Caroline Robinson, Love Poems Along the Way. So there's no greater gift you can give yourself than to love freely. So love freely, enjoy life, and love yourself. Thank you all for listening. Make sure y'all follow, like, and subscribe to Millennial Thoughts on all podcasting platforms. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Millennial Thoughts Pod Instagram, Millennial TH Pod on Twitter. Y'all can follow me if y'all like me at Alicia's Adventures, and tell them where they can follow you at.
You guys can follow me at I am Michaela Monique on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and then I think my Twitter, I changed it. It's I am Michaela _. So, yeah.
My Twitter is Queen Leisha.
I like that.
But thank you. But yes, so we will talk to you all next week after y'all listen to this episode. Make sure you follow us, support your content creators because it's caps hard out here. Okay. So yes, see y'all soon. Hey millennials, I am back with a special announcement. Millennial Thoughts Academy is launching in March. This is where we will help millennials learn everything they weren't taught in school, side hustle edition. So if you've always been interested in starting a side hustle, but you don't know where to go, you don't know how to do it, you don't know how to brand or market or promote yourself, make sure you enroll into the academy. That is by following us on Instagram at Millennial Thoughts Pod, and you can email me or you can DM me and say that you are interested or click the link in our bio. We are so excited to be accepting people for our academy next month. Spots will fill fast. So it is a 6-week program and it is 1 hour meetings every week. And at the end of it, you will have your side hustle, you will have your social media, and hopefully you will have your first sale. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, please, please, please contact me. Get with me on Instagram, Twitter, or even Facebook. I have a group. Facebook is called Millennial Thoughts, page and everything. And you all are the first people to hear this because you all are listeners. So I greatly appreciate it. Please reach out to me. I want to help you all start side hustle so you can either get that new stream of income, pay back your debt, or even use the money to travel. It's your girl Alicia, and she's out.